Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to speak to you today about wind energy and the negative effects. As you can see in this picture, wind energy has more benefits than fossil fuels because wind energy is free and does not pollute. But what do you think about this picture? Horrible, isn't it? I believe that wind energy has negative effects to the environment, and in this presentation I will show you the principal uses of using wind energy. And if you have any question, please leave it to the end of the presentation. I have divided my presentation into 4 parts. First of all, I'll explain which is the situation around wind energy and why wind energy is used. And then I'll talk about the negative effects and my conclusion. So let's start by why wind energy. There have been a lot of investment in wind energy. In UK, it's about 1 million per year. Why? Because the government wants to reduce the gas emissions due to the target of the EU countries by 2012. Now, let's see the reasons for using wind energy. Why wind energy? Because the wind is free. Could be located in many places, the wind farms. The construction is cheaper than fossil fuels, and about pollution, as everybody knows. Next, I'll talk about the negative effects. So first of all, we have noise, then construction and habitat loss, impact on landscape, collision and barrier effect, and the socioeconomic impact. So let's move to the noise. This picture shows a noise scale with different samples. Looking at the picture, you can see that the wind energy, so here, is not so dangerous, but the low frequency noise, which is produced by the 2 wind turbines, causes sleep disturbance. In addition, in the phase of construction, it generates a noise close to this part of the scale. And as example, I will explain you the one phase of construction, which is in the water. This is called pile driving. First of all, they place the structure, a metallic structure, into the soil, applying, beating the structure into the soil. So finally, we'll have the structure, and then they'll put the wind turbine on this structure. So in this phase, we have 228 decibels, and this causes hearing loss in children. So to have an idea of this noise, I'll show you a video of pile driving in water. Let's imagine what happened with this noise in the water. So the animals go away, the seals go away. So talking about construction, let's move to the phase of construction. This picture shows a beautiful landscape. And what happens if we locate a wind farm there? That's what happened. Land degradation and the animals go away. The animals cannot live there anymore. They have to move. And what happens when a wind farm is finished? As you can see this picture, this shows on a scale with different things. As you can see here, this is a man, 2 meters. And if we place a wind farm here, it would be like this. This is like a wall, isn't it? Yes. So I think wind farm has a real impact on the landscape because it's like a wall. And talking about walls, let's move into the next part, which is collisions and barrier effect. This map shows the migration of birds and what happened if we locate a wind farm in the way of the migration. For example, there. So the birds have to move and to avoid the wind farm. And what happened? This is the barrier effect. The animals have to avoid the wind farm. It's an obstruction of the movement of the birds. So the reduction in mass as a result of an increase on flying requirements has a fatal consequences for breeding success. And now let's see what happened with collisions. The collision is when a bird is beaten by the blade. The blade is this part of the wind energy. So, and this is the first cause of mortality in birds. So, once I have explained the environmental issues, let's move to the socio-economic problems. The lack in skilled worker at the region where a wind farm is built cause the construction of a camp for the skilled workers. In many cases, like nuclear power generation, this generates benefits into the region because they move permanent. They build houses, they move and they live there with their families. But in the case of wind energy, it's temporary. They have to come back. And in many cases, the people has been fired. So they are temporary workers. So I think it's a real problem because the wind farm works without any people. It's automatic. So before explaining my conclusion, I would like to summarize the negative effects. So we have seen noise, construction and habitat loss, impact on the landscape, it's real impact, collision and barrier effect, the first cause of mortality in birds, and the socioeconomic impact. So I believe that wind energy avoids the global climate change. That's true. But we need more information about the real effects. More than us, the governments need more information because they have to control the wind farms, how they are built, where are they built, and they have to create strong laws to protect the environment and the society. So, if you have any question, I'd be grateful to answer.
Could you explain the socio-economic impact again?
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand what
Sorry.
you meant by that. Yes.
The thing is, a wind farm usually is built in the country because the wind is powerful there.
Yeah.
So, in many cases, there is no region close to the wind farm. Or imagine in the middle of the sea. So, what happened? We have to the skilled workers has to come there and work there temporarily. They are in many cases like other power generation, like nuclear power generation. The workers move there and control the station, the power station.
So do you
But
mean
in this case,
yeah.
they build it.
Okay.
So we have benefits because we employ people during the construction, but after that, the people is fired.
Okay.
That's the problem.
So this kind of energy doesn't create employment.
They create employment temporary, not for a long time,
Okay.
such as other kind
And
of
there's an
energy.
environmental impact because of this temporary housing.
Yeah,
But it's not removed.
yeah. We have to build a camp in there, and we have to provide them with beans, water, electricity. So this generates as well an impact on the landscape.
More questions?
Do you think we should ignore this source? Do you think we should ignore this source of
No,
power?
no, no, no.
So what's your...
I said, avoid this energy, avoid climate change. So we need it. I know it. I believe it.
So
But the
what's-
thing is, in many cases they are built without control, any control.
so what's-
In the middle of the migration, on the migration of birds, or even in the water, causing problems for the animals, for the seals. So I think the government has to control the constructions of this type of energy.
What about the noise? You say it's bad, it's negative. What's
Yeah, the noise. So they have to improve this technology as well. So, for example, in the case of the structure, it's a metallic structure. Maybe with other material, it could be improved the sound, because the sound with a metallic structure is really low. Maybe if it was plastic or other kind, could be better. But I think the government has to control this construction.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all funny.